We good?
We are great.
We good?
Yeah.
Are we good? I need some. All right. This is a special segment. This is a special Out of Cycle Where's Brunch podcast segment.
A special breaking news.
It's not breaking right now,
Not
but
breaking.
we still gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Pause.
It's broke already.
It's all this news broke, shattered. You know what I'm saying? Where's Brunch podcast? Welcome to this special segment. Hey,
Hello, good people.
hey. We just coming to talk about Diddy.
Be messy.
We coming to be messy.
We're coming to be messy.
Trying to.
Because we couldn't skip the week. We could not do something this week.
No, we don't have a pod this week, so we won't be able to talk about Diddy on the regular episode. So we, you know what I'm saying? We in our pajamas. We chilling over here, y'all.
We
Chilling.
giving
Put on
y'all
my
a-
hat real quick. I ain't shaved my head.
It's okay. We giving y'all an EP.
This is EP. It's an EP. I like the way you think. So let's jump right into it. I'm Brocky.
I'm Trina Marie.
Yeah, and we are the Where's Brunch podcast.
Hello.
So check it out, yo.
Yes.
All right, so I asked ChatGPT to summarize Diddy,
This is wild.
the Diddy situation, because I wasn't gonna go read all the documentation that my wife read, and I can depend on her for that fact. So Sean Diddy Combs was recently indicted on federal charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and other serious offenses that I'm sure Trina will talk about. Following an investigation that revealed allegations dating back to 2008. That is 16 years ago. Man, they was watching him for a long time.
Everybody is saying, oh, he was good, statute of limitations, all that kind of stuff.
It seems like they do statute of limitations whenever they want to.
I'm just saying, well, I guess because it's racketeering.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe so.
Yeah.
The indictment accuses Combs of leading a criminal enterprise that exploited and abused women through coercion, violence, and manipulation. When they say criminal enterprise, that brings up thoughts of the RICO, or as they call it with Diddy,
The Freako.
the Freako. The Freako. This is not a celebration.
No, and please, all you Hotep dudes, don't come on the page talking about I'm celebrating the downfall of another black man and it's a setup and all the things, all the conspiracy theories y'all want.
He is alleged to have orchestrated elaborate sexual events dubbed freak-offs. Chat GPT is saying freak-offs.
Even the Chat GPT know what a freak off is.
Where victims were coerced. This nigga just barked his nose.
Beans, what's wrong with you?
Boy, if you don't go eat your food. Where victims were coerced into participating in drug-fueled activities, often recorded and used as blackmail to ensure their silence. Combs allegedly used his... Let me get centered on the mic here. Pause. Use his power, wealth, and influence to intimidate victims and maintain control over them, with some of these acts involving his employees and associates. His indictment also includes accusations of bribery, arson, kidnapping, and obstruction of justice. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges, but remains in jail after being denied bail, facing a potential sentence of at least 15 years if convicted.
Listen.
Chat GPT didn't know about the baby oil.
They didn't say nothing about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil
1,000 plus
and lube
and lube.
that were found to be stockpiled for future freak-offs that were used in stocking these said locations, hotel rooms, or wherever he was deciding to have his events with SWs,
Basically,
also known as sex workers.
Sex work LSWs.
Yeah,
If
so
you
we don't get, pinged for, saying certain words.
Shoot.
So SW, sex workers, SA, sexual assault, DV, domestic violence. We'll intertwine.
Did I tell you I'm gonna be 50 next year? I don't even know. So you looked up, you read the document.
Yes. So he was arrested on Monday night at the Metropolitan, I think the Park Hyatt, something in New York. on Monday when it was originally agreed that he was supposed to be arrested on Tuesday, but the Southern District
turned himself in.
Right.
Right.
So the Southern District of New York said, nah, something happened, and they decided, go get him right now.
So let's rewind a little bit. Diddy popped up in New York City, Harlem. You saw G'd up and all this other stuff. He all over the place,
photos,
smiling, boom,
shaking
boom.
hands, kissing babies, chilling in the park.
And when they got him, I was like, oh, he came to turn himself in.
Yeah.
But according, like you said, they didn't wait for him to turn himself in. They went and got him.
They went and got him.
Now.
Yes.
It seems a little bit interesting that there's no video footage of FBI walking through the lobby, or because the rumors that they got him in the lobby, which I don't believe.
Right, they said they got him in the lobby. So I'm like, okay, where were people with their cell phones? Because somebody pay somebody, TMZ, pay somebody and get the video. So
in 2024, no video footage.
We deserve the perp walk.
Seems kind of weird.
We deserve
the perp walk.
We deserve the handcuffs.
Lord
for
have
this,
mercy.
y'all. We deserved it.
So so they got him.
Yes, so they got him. And funny enough, when they checked his room, apparently he had drugs in the room.
He had ecstasy.
He had ecstasy in the room. And I'm sure this is going to be a play that he has some addiction issues that need to be dealt with, because his lawyer said that they will submit further documentation regarding his medical issues.
He had some addictions, all right. He was addicted to whatever he was putting that baby oil on. Listen, I'm here to crack jokes.
Okay,
because
so it was 14 pages, you guys, and shout out to my favorite person on X or Twitter. Her name is I want to give her credit. She, without a doubt, uploads all of the legal documents.
Oh, so you know exactly where to go.
I know exactly where to go to get my documents. Her name is Megan M. Cuniff.
Okay.
And she's on Twitter. Megan gets all the legal documents, and you can upload them to your Google Drive, and boom, you got everything right there. She does all the work. She's covering everything on X regarding the case and any other celebrity cases. She literally
she's known for it. That's good. Good for her.
So I know that I can always go and get the documents from Megan, and then I've been sharing them with everybody. So back to my Google Drive. So 14 pages of information, which basically a lot of the charges against him reference the organization. They're very clear in their wording to say things like, which we will get to. Sir has all of these charges against him, and they list Bad Boy Entertainment as like a criminal conglomerate. And they say that all of his employees, his staff, his cleaning crews, his security are all under the enterprise. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carried firearms. They say that his cleaning staff covered for him. They say his personal staff and employees covered and moved things around. They set up appointments. They set up hotel rooms. They did all of these things for him as an organization to support his illegal activities.
Come on, man.
To include the arrangement of the trafficking, to include the going to the escort services to get the male sex workers that are used, and then the busing, the flying of the sometimes underage young girls or women to the events. And then the amount of drugs that old boy has, it's just like,
money.
Man, how you got time to be getting all these drugs and drugging all these people, which people say that was the other part of the criminal charges, that this was it was criminal in the way that he was drugging and then the having sex with people without their knowledge of the drugging.
Right. Oh, okay. So he slipped the drugs.
He slipped the drugs into drinks sometimes that the girls he kept them
you gotta do is
high.
do it once.
He kept them, they were saying the bottles of champagne were laced
Lord have
different
mercy.
testimony of bottles being laced. So when they speak about his behavior and stuff, the whole process of the RICO or the racketeering, the organization, they're also discussing that any profits that he made from any of his businesses, the government
They said,
wants
give
to
me
take
that.
that.
Give me that. That's what they do. I mean, they want to dry up your resources, so it's harder for you to fight against the case.
So his properties, any properties that he puts in anyone else's name, any properties that he devalues and says, or any businesses that he says the value is only like, if he says it's $1, you know how Trump was constantly devaluing his businesses.
Yep.
Any of that stuff that they do, they still forfeiture of assets.
Rich people shit.
They want to take everything, which makes me worried. Like the kids, like. What are the kids?
The little ones, right? How old is he?
So the twins are adults. They're just 18-ish.
Okay, those are his youngest kids?
No, the baby Love, is the youngest one.
Okay, how old is that child?
I think she's 2.
Oh, okay.
3.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And you don't need time when you have the money. You can just hire people to do this, and that's what turns it into an enterprise. It's an organization. It's organized crime.
It is totally. And it's just that there's so many people that they're saying are involved that it's just like, well, damn.
Yeah, and they haven't even really named names yet, right?
Right, and no names have been.
Well, they're going out and reaching out to these people, getting these people, giving them the chance to snitch.
Yes.
Go ahead and turn. And go ahead and give them whatever they need, so you don't get caught up in it too. And that's, I'm sure, what they're counting on. I bet.
I would think so. I would think that they're counting on people to say like, oh my gosh, I'm going to say something now before. But what has already happened is that they've advised that over 300 subpoenas were issued and 300 subpoenas were already issued.
Damn.
And 50 witness testimonies in front of the grand jury had already occurred.
How much? How
50.
many? 50.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So people have already been
They are talking. Yeah.
They're already talking.
Yeah.
They're giving accounts of things because they say things like victim number 1,
Yep.
victim 2. They're giving different instances. And yeah.
He in trouble.
Count 2, trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Victim number 1, and then they give an instance, and then they say count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution, forfeiture allegations, substitute asset provision, which is what I was talking about. The last page of the indictment advises that if any of the above described forfeitable property as a result may act or omission of the defendant cannot be located upon exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold or deposited with a third person, has been placed beyond jurisdiction of the court, has been substantially diminished in value, has been commingled with other property which cannot be subdivided without difficulty. So that was the indictment. And they took him Monday night. They said they would unseal the document. They did that on Tuesday. And then immediately his lawyer was like, okay, well, we're moving to get him out of jail.
Yes, right. Yeah, they were trying to get him out, and they got denied initially.
Right. So there was a bail proposal that his legal team put together, advising that.
Yeah, you stupid.
So they were saying that they've been cooperating with New York all this time. They're
Yeah.
saying that he was in Miami and they were being overly forthcoming with knowledge of all of his
lawyer and
movements.
stuff. Okay,
his
gotcha,
lawyers.
gotcha.
His lawyers were saying that we've been in constant contact with New York District, Southern
Yeah.
District. We let them know about his whereabouts. We've let them know about his vacation plans. We've let them know when he's moved in different locations.
Did they let them know what he was doing with Stevie J down in Miami all the time?
Listen, where is Stevie J right now?
Somewhere. Sad.
Quiet.
Sad.
Very quiet. He
Yeah.
probably got you know,
He was with him in Miami from what we can see.
from what we can
We're
see.
all speaking from the outside looking at.
Right.
But he was
Well,
with him
if
the whole
you
time.
getting in front of the camera and waving and saying all this stuff,
Hey, you free game, baby.
come on. So, the lawyers were saying, "Oh, he's been, a
Yeah.
model citizen. He's, he." And so the offer for bail was that he had recently paid off his Star Island mansion, 18 milli. He already got 18 milli. He paid that off, so the house is officially in good standing.
Right.
$48 million in value. He was putting that up for bond. For bail.
He's a billionaire.
As well as his mother's $2 million condo, and they put her address on the document, and it's all over the street now. So everybody know where Mama Combs lived.
She ain't lived there no more.
She ain't lived there no
She ain't there
more.
no more.
He also said that he was having like co-signers. So his mom, his sister, and the mother of his oldest daughter, which is Chance, because she's older than the twins.
Oh, I don't know these kids' names.
Yeah. So Sarah. So Chance's mama, baby mama, is gonna be another guarantor to ensure that he's not gonna go anywhere. And he's offering to wear an ankle monitor.
I mean, good for him.
And that he won't be in close proximity to his plane, and that he's trying to sell the plane, and at the moment he couldn't find a buyer, but now he's entered into an agreement for someone to purchase it, but at no time will he be near the plane. And the big one, submitting everybody's passports, all the women in his life.
So this was before they denied him bail the first time.
This is right. This is the proposal.
This is all the proposal.
The proposal for him to get bail.
And the judge said,
And the judge said,
Nah.
"Are you shitting me? This nigga is a flight risk.
nah.
This nigga is flight risk. No, he's not going to." But let's also talk about U.S. Attorney Damian Williams. He is the gentleman who is bringing all of this forward as the representative.
Yeah.
Of
The black dude, right?
Yes, the Southern District of New York. He already had the document prepared as to why they needed to keep him in jail.
Damn right.
And that document is wild. Oh my goodness.
A completely separate document.
A completely separate document that Damien submitted.
So when did he present that? After the first denial, or before the first denial?
The letter seeking Diddy's release was submitted by his lawyer on September 17th to the judges.
Got you.
Okay, so that was that one. The U.S. Attorney's Office letter seeking Diddy's detention was submitted on the same day. It's dated the same day to the judge, and they give the background. On September 17, 2017, an indictment was returned to the federal grand jury, blah, 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 listing all the things. Combs' use of violence. He gives the reasons why they don't think he should be released.
Right.
Combs' use of violence. And they start in 2008. They talk about sex trafficking and abuse. They give instances of other violence.
So this guy's a menace, basically.
Yes, basically he's a menace. 2011, the defendant and co-conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking into and entering the residence of another individual. Don't know what that is. Who house did he try to break into? Or was that Cassie?
I don't know.
Or is that the Usher thing? Because they're trying to say that he tried to break into Usher's house at
this
one
is some
point.
audio or something, right?
Yes. Then they say firearms. So discovered were the AR-15s. Nigga shit.
I just don't understand why you got to scratch off. Why do you have to have those, bro?
They live
as
in a
rich as you
lifestyle.
are. AR-15s are legal. You can just buy one.
Right.
And so why do you have to have serial number, scratched off serial number AR-15s?
Because you trying to live a lifestyle. You live in a hood lifestyle. And then they found some other guns that were properly purchased, and they were in gun cases. So they're talking about his access to firearms. They say that Combs bribed witnesses and obstructed justice. So they give instances. Most recently, you want to hear this one?
I do.
Most recently, in late 2022, immediately following public allegations of of the defendant's crimes, including his physical and sexual abuse of women, the defendant and other members of the enterprise made repeated phone calls to victims and witnesses during which they provided victims and witnesses with false narratives of events in recorded calls on a co-conspirator's cell phone, thereby attempting to obscure his involvement in the obstruction.
Lord have mercy. They got, and that's the thing, is that you don't know that they've been watching you all the time. So once you discover, oh shoot,
The feds
something's going on, they already been watching you already.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So then you start doing all these little things. Oh, let me call somebody. Oh, you gotta get rid of the guns. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. They're
Call on
like,
my
okay.
behalf.
They just listening to you. Yeah. You hear what he's doing?
Yes. So they
Lord.
gave the applicable acts, and then part 2 is discussion. For reasons set forth below, the defendant poses significant danger to the community, both in terms of physical violence and obstructive conduct, as well as a risk of flight. Dangerousness, they list his abuse of women, both physically and sexually. They give instances of long-term, the freak-offs. Defendant's violence and abuse often occurs.
This is just the document that they're saying he shouldn't be let go.
This is why he shouldn't be let go.
Jesus Christ.
It is a total of
They be having time.
16 pages.
The indictment itself is 14 pages.
Yes, and
the
the
reason
reason
why
why
his ass shouldn't be on the street is 16 pages.
Yes. Obstruction. As part of the charge racketeering conspiracy, the defendant engaged in obstruction of justice, including bribery and witness tampering, and then they give a code or whatever, detailed information. They also said that videos he's been recorded as recent as May of 2024 engaging in a freak off. So when you were supposedly cooperating and giving all your information,
If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong.
and then they
Can't
give
stop, won't stop.
a point of reference as his billboard, Diddy denies sexual assault. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. Available at HTTPS. Yo, they give footnotes of instances of him. Yes.
saying I ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
I remember he said he didn't do anything, and then like 15 minutes later the Cassie video dropped.
Exactly.
They're like, okay.
So with regards to the risk of flight, they say, nor can the defendant overcome the presumption that he is a risk of flight. The crimes that the defendant is charged with carry significant penalties, including a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years imprisonment and a statutory maximum sentence of life in prison. And they give the codes. Moreover, account corroborated. The freak-offs corroborate. Okay. So there's that. They're talking about why he's a risk.
So all that.
Defendant's net worth is publicly estimated at being close to $1 billion.
Lord.
Indeed, the investigation of this case has revealed that the defendant has access to vast funds and resources, including deep reserves of cash, which would facilitate his evasion of prosecution.
Yep. So they said, nah. We're going to assume this was before the second nah.
Yeah, and then
Right.
they
said, so then they came, they said, he ain't gonna have no girls at the house when his mama ain't home.
He said he's not gonna have no girls.
He ain't gonna have no girls around.
That he's only gonna be New York and Florida and New Jersey.
And they said, nah.
Right.
Again.
And then they said something about his medical treatment that he needs.
Okay. Brother.
So he's in Brooklyn,
Look.
Brooklyn Detention Center, where
Oh, that's where they got him in Brooklyn.
where Ghislaine Maxwell from the Epstein case, that's where she was.
Okay.
They're holding him there.
I don't have a problem cracking jokes when these people participate in deviant behavior. You know what I mean? So well, it is what it is, brother. I don't care if he's black, white, Asian, or other. I don't care. It's not necessarily funny to me, but I'm gonna crack jokes about it.
It's not funny. It's rather unfortunate.
It's disgusting. There's all these victims. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's not one of them. Let's be clear.
No.
And that's what the defense tries to, you know what I'm saying, the picture they try to paint.
Well, that's what the black people try to say.
Black people too out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hear that shit, man.
I'm saying the black man, it's a setup, it's a cover up, it's a this, Clive Davis, this, Jay-Z,
Clive Davis.
Man, he did this shit to himself. If you already paid Cassie off in 2023 and you are now then the next year calling people that you normally would not speak to try and convince them to support you and not say something bad about you and you know, tell them they don't have anything to worry about ever again, and it's recorded.
You can't reach, you don't even, it's so many people at the freak offs. Can you remember all the people to contact?
But just think about how many people in the industry was at the freak offs doing the things.
You already know.
Doing the things. And they're very quiet. They're very quiet. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's stepping out and saying anything about it's horrible. The Emmys just happened. The Emmys just happened. Nobody on the red carpet at the Emmy said anything about him being a
Is this safe to say? That at this point right now, what's today? Today's the 19th of September.
Yes.
5:51 p.m. That I, Brocky, have created a better life for me and my family than Diddy.
Yes, absolutely. After all the take that's and being around the world and all the stuff, we are.
Man, listen, that the money is cool.
Go fast.
Money is cool, but they say money is going to enhance whatever you got going on already. So if you're already in a good space, it's going to help you be in a better space. If you are a deviant, it's just going to fuel that.
Dealing with things like addiction and, you know, a lot of drugs.
He had ecstasy on him when he got arrested. Jesus Christ.
It's like, yo.
Damn, son.
Yo, what are you doing, son? What are you doing? What is happening? Oh, yeah. So when all of this was when it first came out and when the charges were announced, the assistant attorney general, whatever his name, he held a press conference.
Okay.
And you could see him on there on the stage, and then there was a whole line of women off to the side who were his support cast, basically, who were doing all the work and doing all the labor. And he was very clear to say that they're not done with the information, with the evidence, with the investigations, with all the stuff. Right. So what we did learn also through a letter prosecutors sent on Tuesday arguing that Combs should not be released, we learned that in addition to interviews of 50 victims and witnesses, as well as devices seized in connection with Combs' arrest. So they have 90 cell phones, laptops, and cloud storage accounts, 30 other electronic devices.
90 laptops?
90 cell phones, laptops, and cloud storage accounts.
Wow.
30 electronic and storage devices such as hard drive, thumb drive, cameras, and surveillance system through which prosecutors confirmed in court on Tuesday they have images and videos of various freak-offs. The elaborately choreographed and sometimes recorded sex performances for which Combs allegedly lured and trafficked more than one victim.
Jesus Christ, bro. Listen, let me tell you something, Trina.
Yes, baby.
You know, we're lifers. We in this relationship.
Yes, don't worry. I'm not on none of those tapes.
No, I ain't talking about that.
Oh.
You ain't gonna be on my tape either. I ain't recording nothing. you ain't about to get mad at me and go to the FBI and say he made me do that. But Jesus Christ.
Also, think about it. He kept the video.
But that's what they say about folks like that. When you get to the killers and you get to the serial rapists and you get to the, these people that's in this deviant behavior, they like to keep trophies. They keep trophies.
So the raid happens and dude, they get everything from you because you kept it all.
Kept it all. And that's how they get you. That's how they get you.
I mean.
So now, let's backtrack a little bit. He's locked up.
Yeah.
And okay. He's locked up, right? And he's not getting out. we don't even know when this trial is going to start.
No, there were some questions. The girl who I follow on X about the possibility of him getting out. They were talking about like asking for a speedy trial. What's the definition of a speedy trial? How soon will this, will things start to take off? And they were giving no answers. There's much work to be said. They were showing the court dockets and the different appearances in which he has to have. And this is New York. This is the legal system.
Yeah.
The same legal system that be screwing everybody else up.
Oh, yeah.
That still can't seem to sentence Donald Trump.
Right.
We're still, he's
man.
in there and he's not getting out.
He's not getting out.
Yeah, they're going to hold him.
Man,
I
listen,
pray for
man.
the kids.
Yeah, for everybody
kids.
involved, for healing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? For knowledge, for wisdom.
Yeah.
Learning, all those things. Like, listen, man, you have to put things in perspective, in this world that we live in. It's not just about money, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
The money ain't helping. The money can't keep you warm in a jail cell, homie.
Do you think he's going to do Nino Brown and bring everybody down? You think he's going to name names?
I don't.
He won't name names?
I don't.
The videos should be enough evidence. If they start showing the videos.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna try to name names.
You don't think
but,
he's going to?
I don't know. I don't know that dude. You know what I'm saying? He might just go. Listen, when you facing 15 years or life or 40 years, whatever the top end of that sentencing is, when you facing that, shit change, man. You turn into a different person. you can all of a sudden do some stuff that you never thought you would do.
Well, he entered a plea of not guilty, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
But I think what will be really telling is of the staff who they bring additional charges on, because they are saying that it's a criminal organization. Basically, Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, all those things are all criminal criminal enterprise, which means they're gonna bring some more people in.
Right, and they're not interested. In my opinion,
They want him.
They're not. They want him. They're not interested in the staff. They just want the staff to turn on him to make so they can get him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I mean, unless he has some right hand man, but we haven't heard of any charges being brought to anyone else. So it looks like they want him, and they're gonna use all the people that's been around him to get him.
It's soon. I see folks are stepping down. His PR person has quietly stepped down yesterday. Everybody's asking, where's Harv Pierre?
Yeah.
Nobody knows where he is.
Kevin Lyle stepped down over it at 300.
Yeah, but I guess Kevin was at a party. He knows he's on a video and he's saving face.
Everybody's tying that into what's going on with Diddy. You can't do nothing right now.
The timing is it was just interesting.
They're like, yo, Brocky wasn't at Whole Foods yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's because of listen.
How many people you think are sitting shaking in their boots right now,
A lot.
worried
A
that
lot.
they know they were at the freak offs?
A lot.
A lot of artists.
It's a lot of people who are afraid of the criminal aspect of this, and they're also afraid of their reputations getting, saying crushed. I mean, I've heard all types of names. I heard Trey Songz, was part of some stuff with him too.
Oh, geez.
I just watched a video earlier today, and the dude said his cousin, some dude said his cousin, right? Yeah. His cousin was at one of the joints. He said he walked in and Trey Songz was sitting on Diddy's lap. This is the internet. Who knows what's true? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes out. If it releases, you know what I'm saying?
If the trial
it's out there that we all see it, or the trial happens and people get named, then we already found out that he actually he blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Yes, with a Mazel tov what is it? A cocktail?
Molotov cocktail.
Cocktail. They slit the roof of the they slit the sunroof open and threw the Mazel tov cocktail down in there. So he has an arson.
He's a menace.
Arson.
I called my friend the other day. I called Joe the other day. I said, listen, remember, the Locks, right? Mm-hmm. Would you say that the Locks is one of the most hardcore rap groups ever? Mm-hmm. Right? I said, how tough and hardcore has the guy that made them get in shiny shoes has to be?
Hey.
Diddy is a menace.
A menace.
He put Styles P in a shiny suit.
Hey.
Yeah. In case I won't stop.
Yeah.
Oh man. Man.
I think it's very interesting that his mother is a part of this in some way, shape, or form. I think Mama Combs is a part of this. I think she was I saw a video of her getting IV fluids with him. And I was like,
yeah, that's right. We forgot to mention that. That's right.
Yes, they said
that's part of the party.
Part of the party, because he would have days long freak offs, I guess. And Dawn Richards talked about in her Dawn Richard, who is a former member of Danny D. King and a former member of Dirty Money, said that he held her against her will, locked her in rooms, and she said at times she had psychological, issues because of it, and that he would be up for days because he was on drugs, and people would be up for days at these freak off sex parties, and then after he would provide IV fluids to everyone to recover from the freak offs.
Insane, yo. I don't want to party that hard.
I mean, just the baby oil alone got me nervous.
I mean, like,
that's a lot of baby oil. Like, what are you doing?
I really should have documented. I should have asked Chat GPT for some baby oil jokes. There were more jokes. Over 1,000 plus bottles of baby oil and lube is crazy, yo.
Yes, and in the descriptions that he also put his own lighting in place. Like he provided the linen, the lubricant, the baby oil, and lighting. And he was
for his filming purposes.
For his filming, so he was like making porn.
Yeah,
his own porn, and they said he would masturbate while watching the freak offs happen. He was like orchestrated the whole thing,
Yeah,
and people were just doing it.
Hands-free orchestration.
Yeah, hands-free.
Hands-free.
Signing NDAs, not talking about what happens, giving up their phones. I saw something today that said that Blink Twice was a reference to Diddy's Parties. The movie that we went to see with Channing Tatum.
That's right. That's right.
That was a blink to his old Hamptons parties.
Wow. Well, again, man, prayers. What's it called? Thoughts and prayers?
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here with my wife, and I'm going to stay right here. I'll be at home.
Yeah.
I'll be at home.
All y'all is at them freak offs, go get y'all STD tests.
They probably got cures and everything.
Oh my gosh.
He probably giving people shots in their asses on the way out the door just in case they had some.
I'm really, really sad for Jesse and Delilah and Christian, because not only is Kim gone and Quincy, Kim is gone, and now he's locked up. And while they say that he has strong cash reserves and he's got money and property in other places and things like that, these kids, they're young adults, have been living a lifestyle their entire lives. And now
that's what I wonder about. I wonder about the young men, his son that looks just like him, and Albie Shore's son. Like, I wonder if they participated.
Well, Christian does have a case currently against him, an sexual assault case. That's right. The young lady who was working on one of the boats during one of the parties said that he assaulted her.
Well, hey man, do better out there, y'all. Good.
Live better.
Live better.
Take care of people.
No, I'm trying to tell you.
And for all the people who knew all along and said nothing.
Hey man, listen. As long as your money is green,
karma.
As long as that money work for people, they'll do whatever you want them to do.
Karma.
Not me.
That's the worst part. The people who like the statement of Jimmy Iovine and Neo and them sitting at dinner, and they kept eating when he beat Cassie.
Yep.
The people who knew.
This is a whole different universe, and we're not gonna keep going on.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yo, we out.
We are out.
Special segment is ending. We're about to go have these salmon cakes.
It's about to be the trial of the century.
Trial of the century.
I lived through OJ, but I'm telling you, We are subscribing to whatever station is showing this court case. I will pay good money to watch this.
Hilarious, yo.
Yes, I will.
Y'all be good out there, man.
We love y'all. Thanks for listening.
Hopefully y'all informed now.
Sound off in the comments.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Do y'all think he's gonna get off and walk away? Do you think he's gonna cut a deal? Do you think he's
they're gonna give him a deal?
Attempt to hurt himself? Commit suicide or claim some kind of mental illness or whatever, because this addiction thing, because right now he's detoxing. I don't know what he's doing right
Possibly. Maybe it'd be drugs in prison. Well, he is in jail, pardon me. He's not in prison yet, but it'd be drugs in there.
Yeah, they slip him something.
But he gonna be it's gonna be miserable, because he's a celebrity. So unless they send him to like one of those celebrity prisons,
country clubs,
he's gonna be in PC for a lot of his time, because you can't just be in general pop. I mean, R. Kelly is one thing. This is Diddy, yo. You know what I mean? So,
man,
and then all the rumors of him popping off with the dudes and everything too. Ooh, they're waiting. Ooh, they made their own baby oil in there. Yo, we out, man. Yo, we out.
Wait, did they really?
No, I don't know.